Ruth West, Director of Digital, Web, and Multimedia at Springfield College. On September 11th, 2001, I was driving in to classes, and just as I was coming around into Springfield proper, the tragedy started. The Twin Towers, the first plane hit the Twin Towers. By the time I was at the art department, which is on the second floor of Blake, uh, the second plane had hit, and we all rushed to get the TV set up so we could watch and see what was going on. It was like being in a bad Godzilla movie. Suddenly, all this stuff was falling and happening, and we didn't know quite what to do. So, as a faculty member, we had to really think about what were we going to do with the students. The students were as traumatized as we were. We didn't know if there was going to be future attacks coming up to the Air Force Base up the river in Ludlow. So we didn't know whether to send the students back to their rooms, packing, whatever. So we actually decided that we would continue with classes. My students at that point were doing a web piece where I made them become a political alphabet artist, and I gave them each a letter, and they were supposed to go online and talk about what was happening politically today and how they felt about it. So I thought this was probably the best thing they could do. So over the next 2 weeks, we used the internet, which was pretty new, to create a piece that talked about how we felt about the 911 tragedy. And we were able to gather images all over the place about what was going on, what we felt, what was going to happen next, because we didn't know at that point if we were going into war, other things were going to happen, who the bad guy was. All of those things were happening. This piece we showed nationally at different conferences and in an art exhibit, which we sold the pieces to make money for the victims of the 9/11. Oop, that one didn't work. And so here is the alphabet. It's also online. My most telling one was this one, which was war. And this one, if you notice, that it's an affidavit for a personal knowledge of death certificate. This is because they couldn't figure out who the bodies were, and people were trying to find their lost loved ones. Thank you.